Madame, you have said so much within this video that I really truly wanted to digest this one. I did not want to rush in my response to this post, but I'm about to give you all the answers, all the smoke that you invited. Pull
You
up.
need people like me. You need people like me so you can point your fucking fingers.
What's going on, man? Hey, look, I'm gonna just tell you like it is. This video that we're about to watch, it's absolutely available for discussion. It's open to different point of views. I'm not going to try to sway anyone's opinion on what she said, right or wrong or indifferent, but I do want you to be fair in your assessment once you see this clip. I'm going to give my thoughts on it afterwards. Shout out to the content creator. There's nothing here, but I was interested in what you had to say. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Creator Cecilia Regina, and she was talking about how Black women are not warned enough about the good guys as much as they're warned about the hood guys. And as someone from the hood, I feel like it was only right for me to give a observation that only someone that grew up in these environments can give on why that is. So when you have what is deemed as a good Black man in our community, most of the times that is by force. He does not want to be the good Black man. He is the good Black man because he has never been cool enough to be socially accepted into any other circle. And he has never been the cool guy in the gang. He's never been the cool guy that sold drugs. He's never been the cool rapper. He has never fit into any of the cool boxes that are very prevalent in our community. And I'm not trying to be anti-Black, but I'm just being real about what is glorified in our community, right? So this quote unquote good man has become a good man by default. And deep down, he resents that. And he wants to be like these other cool guys. But he does not have the heart to do any of the things that the cool guys do besides treat women badly. Because one thing that is glorified, and I think it's actually universal racially, is that the cool guy is the one with all the women and the one that treats women badly, right? So in order for this Black man to feel validated or to feel cool or as if he is like them, the only way that he can do that is to treat his woman badly or to treat women badly, have a bunch of kids, be abusive to women, because he is not going to do any of the other things. Now, why most Black women continue to choose the hood guy over this man is because the difference is with the hood guy, he already has all that validation, right? And whether that's right or wrong, or you support it or you don't, he's not trying to get validation from other men anymore because he already has. The hood dude has already done everything that he needs to do to prove himself to the streets to get the respect that he wants as a man. So if he wants to get a wife and settle down, he does not care what nobody thinks because he already has his respect, versus the good guy who never had the respect to begin with. And now you're going to go, now you know, we know how men get treated when they treat their woman good. We know it. We see what they do to Russell Wilson. How dare he love his wife, right? But think about that to a man who has already always been invalidated. He never joined the gang that he wanted to join. His friend did. He couldn't do that. He had to go home and study. So I think that's why a lot of times these good Black men turn out to be so much worse than the Pookies and the Ray Rays, because yes, he's great on paper, but he hates that inside. And he wants to be like that. He wants to be those men. And dogging a woman out is the only way that he's going to be like those men. And it's as close as he's going to get to his hood rap.
So let me go ahead and call it for what it is. Everything that she said here is based on a ideology that was formulated and put on the table by broken households that passed their toxic behaviors down the generational line from person to person. That's all this is. From listening to the movies to watching the TikToks to watching their predecessors eviscerate and destroy the community with drugs, sex, and lies, and murder. It's the same cycle all over again. And you're mistaking it for this sense of I'm a man that had to survive and make my life what it is, and I had to take it and I had to earn it one way or another, even if it meant stepping on and stabbing people in the back and betraying people. By all means necessary. You're going off of a completely brainwashed mindset, and I'm glad that you did what you did, actually. Thank you. Because I want to clear up something real quick and very fast. The good guy is the good guy because he wants to be the good guy, because there were values that were put in him by people who grew up with traditions, who grew up on doctrine, who grew up on the views that reflected being kind and generous and loving and helpful and resourceful and beneficial and reciprocal to the person that they are dealing with, family, friends, or business. What you're describing is a placebo effect of BS given to you to make you stay in this sense of survival mode. What you're trying to say is good men are only good men because they're forced to be good men, because they are too weak and too timid and too cowardly to be assholes, to be dickheads, to go out here and be violent and be chaotic and be destructive. What you're saying is that good men are really people who are pretending to be something that doesn't exist. That's what I got from it. You went on a 3-minute rant about how bad guys and thugs get their respect because they killed people and they hurt people and they harmed people and they did damage and they enforced laws that weren't even technically biblical in the first place. They were created, man-made, in order to instill fear and authority over those who they deem weaker than them or lesser than them. So by default, because those characteristics incite some type of curiosity to your mammary glands and to your womanly instincts, that makes you more prone to be attracted to that because it's dangerous, it's exciting, it comes off as if it's leadership, it comes off as if it's powerful, it comes off as if it cannot be contained or controlled, and you like the fact that it's a challenge to you. Whereas you're not used to or accustomed to a guy who is consistent and has boundaries and standards and morals and actually loves and actually provides and doesn't require anything from you other than you being a woman, being feminine, being just confident and following traditions and having these ideals that come from a place that are not secular of other world. That's it. And I feel bad because you really believe the bullshit that you said out of your mouth. You actually believe that good guys really want to be bad guys. Good guys become bad guys because dumbass females like yourself got ran through by assholes, and you treated the guys who actually would have provided for you in the ways that are required and actually necessary. You shit on them, and they are looking at it like, well, shit, this don't work, so we might as well go ahead and be that person. No accountability whatsoever, and for the reasons why guys end up the way they are. No reason or accountability for why you are attracted to something that is actually toxic and is not a positive thing like you're trying to highlight it. Even though you did say good, bad, or indifferent, still try to make an excuse for why that is more acceptable versus this. Wow. I can't believe you really tried to sell people on it. You really tried to sell people on that mumbo jumbo. Just say it. You grew up in the hood, you still got that lifestyle and that mindset. You're not used to somebody that doesn't walk like that. Anything that is opposite and foreign to you is a bad thing. That's essentially what you're pretty much saying to me. That's what I got from it. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but that's what I got from it. You know what I'm saying? Damn, lady. In 3 minutes, you managed to say a bunch of bullshit that I could not endure too much longer. But I appreciate you for sharing that. What did y'all think? What did you hear from it? Did you get what I got out of it? You might have heard something different. Let me know in the comment section what you thought.